Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Today, brothers and sisters, we want to continue again with chapter 27. We stopped the last time at the verse where the people who are ignorant that there going to be a day judgment, there will be hereafter, that there will be accountability, that everybody will come back and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold everybody accountable to what he have done. And we said that lacking of that belief, it's going to make the person act like close to an animal or even worse than an animal, because the only reason is, so what he will be just the instrument. The devil from one side can influence him, can move him, can direct him, and from the other side his desires, the temptations, the all the things around him which will control him and will lead him to, at the end of the day, to the destruction. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout the Quran is highlighting the fact that the day judgment is coming, the day judgment is soon, the day judgment, and at the end of the day, when somebody die, we can see every day people who are already reaching that day. Because once you die, you're not coming back. You cannot change your CD. You cannot change your footage. You cannot change your actions. It's done. So your CD, which has your all actions, all your footage, everything is done. So you're not going to come back. So that's it. This is your end. This is your day judgment already started. So that's one of the things which we have to understand, that you have the time here, but after the time passes and you die, and we see every day you're getting a reminder, somebody died. 40 years, 20 years, 25 years, 15 years, 16 years. It doesn't even matter right now. People are getting heart attacks right and left. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, after that, they're doubtful. And the people who said, the majority of the people are doubtful of that day judgment. And then, وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَإِذَا كُنَّا تُرَابًا وَآبَاؤُنَا أَإِنَّا لَمُخْرَجُونَ. Here is the lack of knowledge. And again, lack of knowledge and building assumptions, conclusions, can lead to the person to destruction. Okay? Again, lack of knowledge and lack of understanding can lead the person to destruction. Because people make assumptions. And once the wrong assumptions have been put in place, you will be destroyed. Why? It happens in real life. I'll give you an example from the real life. Imagine you have a company, you started to invest in that company, and you don't know anything about that industry which that company is doing. Say you don't know anything about computers. You don't know anything about technology. You don't know about anything. That technology, and as we see, for example, you go companies, new companies come, new technology comes, the old technology is gone, the old company is bankrupt. So if you're not aware that there is another technology coming, that there is another company is going to come, like as you see, BlackBerry used to be a cell phone, used to be very famous. Then Apple came and took over. What's happened to BlackBerry? Bankrupt. And that's what happens. So why? Because if somebody put all of his money in that company, invested in that company, and he put assumptions that that's it, what's going to happen? He'll be destroyed. And this is what happened. His money is all gone. So the same thing with Allah. We cannot make assumptions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's abilities, capabilities, reasoning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intelligence is unlimited. We are just we are manufactured. So we cannot predict what he will do, what he can do, because he's capable of doing anything and everything as he wills. So from there, the disbelievers and majority of where we live right now are the disbelievers. They don't believe because people think, oh, we're dust, we'll die, we're gone. How are we gonna come back? How are we gonna come back? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one who able. Same way He created Adam from before, He will recreate us again. Genetic material, everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do. He created the whole universe. And during that time you'll be in sleep. You're not even gonna feel it. But you're gonna feel when you come out, as if you came out from your mother's womb. Yes, you're gonna come back from Mother Earth. Coming up, and that was really the day of judgment. That's exactly what Allah. So we cannot put assumptions that, and this is what actually was the biggest mistake of the people of the old generations. That, what you're telling about us is, all the disbelievers were saying, we're going to come back from dead. We're going to come back after we became dust. كنا ترابا وآباؤنا أئنا لمخرجون. You guys will bring us back. Allah will bring us back. This is in the end, and the next ayah, لقد وعدنا هذا نحن وآباؤنا. Indeed, we were being promised. All these messengers before you guys came and said the same thing. We were promised. من قبل إن هذا إلا أساطير الأول. Indeed, this is folk tales. Indeed, these are stories. Indeed, this is illusion. Indeed, this is a fiction. That is what they're saying. So, why is that? Because again, lack of knowledge. Lack of putting assumptions, making conclusions, and your premise is false. Our assumptions is we know everything. Our assumption is we're able to control everything. Our assumption is we are capable of doing everything. And unfortunately, that's a false assumption. A wind comes, a hurricane comes, a volcano comes, a hurricane comes. United States government, the biggest government on earth, cannot do nothing. So Allah's will, Wallahu hakamun ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one who's gonna, His order, His command will prevail regardless.